Now, I like these questions where I get to speculate a little bit about the future. And this one is, do you think employers and employees who have learned to adapt and work remotely will continue to do so? And if so, do you think that could create a mass shift in employment status from W 2 employees to 1099 contractors, independent contractors? Now, with regard to the first question, I think we're learning every day, and every day it's becoming increasingly clear that there are tremendous benefits to working from home. One of the most obvious examples, I think, is the amount of time that people spend commuting to get to work. It can be an hour easily. That's an hour to get to work, and that's an hour to get back from work. 2 extra hours to spend with a spouse, with children, to spend on a hobby, to learn something new. This is a great benefit and something that people aren't going to give up. You don't have to have physical office space to do great work. And we're all learning that. I think it's here to stay, without a doubt. Now, whether this results in a shift from W 2 employees to 1099 independent contractors, that I think is probably not going to change quite as much. Just because an employee is working remotely doesn't mean that they aren't still an employee. Doesn't mean that the relationship is going to change. And the IRS has some great guidance on this, and there are a lot of articles about this. But basically, what it comes down to is what's the degree of control that the company exercises over the person versus how much independence does this person have? And so I think one of the easiest questions to think about is just, is the company still controlling what the person does and how they do it? Or is this person pretty much acting autonomously, kind of pointed in a direction to, and just told to get the job done? That's really the difference between an employee and an independent contractor. Working remotely doesn't just make people independent because it's about the control. It's about the channel that work is getting done through. If a channel is broken off and given to an independent contractor to go run with, that's an independent contractor. But if the channel is just kind of spread out and everybody's still doing the same kind of work in the same kind of way, just in different locations, still employees, no change.